Alright guys, we are back with another episode of Planet Nomads, and in the last episode we built up a couple things, got a couple things ready, and as you can see, we have our automated mining machine going over there. You can see the biomass generator over there, but you can't really see the machine. And I just collected some of the resources for it, and as you can tell from this, that it does collect quite a bit of resources. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to work on a bigger storage system for our mining machines, because we are going to run out of room very quickly. And we're also going to secure a steady supply of food, because as you can tell, I mean, we do have a little bit of food left, but I was playing in my personal world a little bit ago, and I kind of realized that after a while, it gets very annoying to constantly secure food. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little system of large greenhouses and kind of have them work together to get ourselves some food. Also, maybe in this episode, I'm not 100% sure yet, we're going to work on expanding our base a little bit. Probably not going to be indoors anymore. Probably going to be more outside, just because I like the aesthetic of having everything kind of more outside and open, because I mean, really there's no reason to have a bunch of walls or anything like that when some fences and stuff will do. So first of all, we are going to, I guess, expand our base out a little bit so that we have a little bit more room to work with. We have enough resources that this shouldn't really be that much of a problem. I know in our first playthrough, like the first episode, we tried to build a big house and it took absolutely forever because it's just really hard to secure resources. But with this automated mining machine giving us, you know, stacks upon stacks upon stacks of carbon and iron, it's not going to be that huge of a deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build a thing that wraps around over here. So we have more of kind of like an outdoor environment to our little base. Alright guys, I did a little bit of expanding onto the base over here. Really all I did is made a little bit of flooring down here, made a set of stairs that go up here, and my plan for all of this is that we could probably put all of our like large greenhouses and stuff up here so that they kind of have their own little space where they work, and then down here is going to be where we can start kind of expanding all of our machinery and stuff. I feel like doing this outside model is going to make things a lot easier, just because it gets a little bit stuffy when you try to do things inside, especially like when you start trying to link everything together. So what I want to do with this is kind of use this as a way of running things like conveyors and stuff through without getting too crowded and without having to build all this. And plus I think this looks nicer because, I mean, as you can see, like, you don't really get hit by the rain or anything. I think this does kind of count as shelter in this game. I'm not 100% sure. And I still wanted to keep this little bit of the base just in case, you know, anything ever happens and they add something into the game where you would need a full-on shelter. So what I want to do with this is I kind of want to take some of the stuff in there, start pushing it out here just so it's a little bit easier, start connecting it together. And I do have a little idea for how I want to start storing all of our stuff. I'm not sure how well it's going to work out or what the finished product will look like, but I will kind of show you my... Alright guys, I went ahead and finished up a couple things. I moved the 3D printer out here. I left a little space so we could link it up to other things here in the future. Right now, those aren't really connected to anything, which kind of sucks because it's just going to be a pain to craft anything right now. And then up here, I built two greenhouses. Obviously, they're not connected to anything, and they don't have any power, and that is because we have run into yet another issue. with expanding our base, and that is we do not have enough power. If you look over here, our biomass generator only puts out 250 watts of energy to all of our stuff. So what that means is once we start connecting more things like that up, we're going to run out of power, and which means we'd probably have to build another biomass generator. However, biomass generators are just really inefficient to use in the grand scheme of things because they just really don't work that well, and their power output isn't that great. So what we're going to have to do is in the next episode, we're going to craft ourselves a refinery and a uranium generator in hopes of maybe getting a little bit better source of power, because they put out like I think 2,000 watts or something like that, which is going to be more than enough to power, you know, all the machines that we're going to build down here, our greenhouses, which I built 2 of so we can have both herbs and fruit. But we're also going to have, you know, things like lights down here and stuff like that. So we're going to really need some serious power. So I'm just going to kind of leave this off as a little bit of a, I guess, expansion episode. And in the next episode, we'll start securing our power. And I didn't get to build our storage facility yet, so I will start on that in the next episode. But if you like the series, go ahead, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, depending on what platform you're on. If you want to see some more of it, subscribe to my channel or follow my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.